guys, get in here.
We are here in the world.
No. Animated movies are not just for kids, you know. In fact, no one needs a break from real humans more than adults, which means they're great for solo grown-up viewings and serve as fun films for the whole family. These are films that mean so much to so many people as they are essentially linked to powerful childhood memories and have what many adults consider magical. Much like playing outside as a kid or falling in love for the first time as a young adult, these stories are a common bond with roots that are deep within cultures. And so it's hard to find a grown-up who has not at least watched one. If you would recall, we talked about some classic animated films, on the show, and the likes of, Cinderella, Aladdin, Snow White, and others. Today, we'll be taking you down memory lane as we'll be checking out another set of classic animated films. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Daily Top 5.
4, 3, 2, 1, watch me.
All right, so let's start with The Little Mermaid. This is a Disney stellar catalog of old animated movies. It follows Ariel, the youngest daughter of the King of Sea, who longs to be with humans on the surface, with friends like Sebastian and Flounder. Ariel made life under the sea seem like a dream. She falls in love with some human and enters an agreement with the evil sea witch to be with him. Under the sea, yeah.
That's a classic.
Classic, the musical instruments under the sea.
But it's awkward now thinking back. And I remember we talking about this thing about Yemi, my lover. That's it's not supposed to be. Like, why? This is Mami Watal.
Yeah.
When they fall in love with
human beings.
And it's normal.
Yes.
Because there's love.
Yeah.
So it cannot happen in real life. Yemi, my lover did it.
Well, true, Shahi.
So, do you believe that
they are married?
Yeah.
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 And there have been supposed possible sightings.
All those things that we used to see online.
I even saw one recently online. I saw one during the Oshun Osogbo. I don't know whether they faked it, but they said Oshun Osogbo came out like there was fish tail. Like I don't know whether it was, but you know they were like
Yeah,
and then the Little Mermaid. This is not the only song I remember. There are some other songs. There's Part of Your World. When she met the guy and she fell in love. Part of your world.
Sweet songs. And there's a new Little Mermaid coming that's Ali Bailey is supposed to start in, and it has caused a lot of conversation that a black person is playing Little Mermaid. That's conversation of drama.
I love it.
Yeah.
Racism
Still,
everywhere. Yeah.
All right, next on our list is Mulan. Mulan is not your classic Disney princess. In fact, she isn't even one at all. This right here is a story with universal appeal that embodies timeless themes of honor, family, respect for elders, and duty. Mulan doesn't let anything stand in her way as she's fearful that her ailing father will be first to serve in the military. However, that's when she gets the idea to go undercover as a man, a highly forbidden act. The movie was followed by a sequel in 2004 and a live-action adaptation in 2020.
The action adaptation of this one that came out 2020. I expected more. I was patiently waiting for this song. Yeah, they did it a little bit, but it was just...
It wasn't the same.
Yeah, I didn't like it. And I think we should even do a Delete Top 5 where we talk about animations that have turned into movies. Yeah. This one...
But I think animation should just be left animation because I particularly love animation. They are fantastic. Yeah. And I don't think animations are for children. No. I would never think, because I thoroughly enjoy animation. Yeah.
I do too.
All right, so moving on, let's talk about Pinocchio. Another great one when it comes to old animated films. In fact, some film critics named it the best animated film of all time. Pinocchio tells the story of a puppet that always wanted to be a real boy. So he must prove himself worthy by being brave, honest, and generous. To be honest, it was somewhat strange at times. Just behave badly or lie, and you'll hear the donkey curse is coming for you because no one wants a long nose, so you have to comport yourself. I particularly like Pinocchio, and I'll tell you why, because I think it is even similar to what we do here in Africa, in Nigeria. You know, when you say, don't sit down, there's something will happen to you. Like, if you sit down on mortar, something, or if you use the broom, they just don't want you to go there. Yes, but this one, your nose will grow. So for children that year, you know.
They use this one to threaten children.
Man, you won't tell
so
us.
every time you're looking at your nose and then
Like
you
it's
don't
growing,
even want
no?
to.
I'm telling a lie.
And you know, when you're imagining stuff and then you try to look down, maybe we can.
Yeah.
Should I tell us?
It's how the fairy godmother was still leading him on.
Exactly.
Like, I can see your nose growing. You are telling a lie, so keep going.
And that's the way African parents will lead you on.
Like,
keep talking, keep talking.
But there is no magical wand here.
No, that's the only difference.
There's a live adaptation of this. I'm waiting for it to hit the streaming platform because I don't want to end up going to the movies and watch Pinocchio, the human being one.
No, now somebody's nose will now be.
That's what
it should just be animated. No,
it's out. It's out in the cinemas. It's out in the cinemas.
I don't even want to imagine.
Please just leave animation.
All right, let's move on to the next one. And this time we're talking about Pocahontas at number 4. This era of Disney films seemed to embrace the idea of telling more diverse stories than their older films were known for. Pocahontas is a good example of this, as it tells the story of the first Native American Disney princess who finds herself falling in love with a colonial man named John Smith, which puts her in the middle of a struggle between her own people and the new invaders. Disney takes on a historical figure in this musical romance, as it is a compelling adventure with some great memorable songs. Wow.
Pocahontas. The story is even incredible. Like, these invaders, white people came to her village. She now living her own tribe, falling in love with people that came to kill you and take over from your village. And those ones don't want you to carry the girl. All those.
So I think there is something about cartoons, animations, and all that, because there will be no reason to watch these things if they're not telling stories and you're not even passing any message at all. So telling you that, okay, this thing has a name, has spirits, has a spirit, has a, you know, and all that. Okay, so interesting stuff. Love.
And for me, Pocahontas, it was whenever children wanted to dress up as Pocahontas, if you didn't have the necklace,
Tribal bit,
you're not Pocahontas. Amazing stuff right there.
And as an African, you want to have the hair?
Yeah, the hair, long black hair. The mane.
All right, moving on. Let's talk about The Lion King.
Woo.
This particular one is widely regarded as animation royalty, considered a landmark in animated movies, as it stands tall as one of the best animated movies of all time for many different reasons. Everything about this movie, from characters, stories, and songs, is worth praising. The films tell the story of Simba, who is to succeed his father Mufasa as king when he grows up. He was eventually tricked by his uncle's car, which leads him into thinking that he is responsible for his father's death. Many of us could not get Hakuna Matata out of our head, no matter how hard we try to expel it. In fact, the remake still can't dilute the impact of this 1994 animated film, as it remains a classic forever. Oh, wow. Love. This is a classic. I mean,
it is.
I love the fact that it tells real life stories, you know, talking about betrayal, trust, and all that inheritance, you know, like different things, and then friendship, and at the end of the day, telling you that this world, you have ups and downs, but then Hakuna Matata.
It means
no worries
for the rest of your day. Love, sweet.
Classic right there. Even the remake too, did just
But you
say-
didn't like it.
No, they tried.
No, they tried, though.
They tried.
Honey Pot, they tried.
Some people say
No,
they did
it was OJ. OJ does not like anything that is
Yeah.
a
No,
remake.
this one
And
they
I'm
tried.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I
because
did.
you said you were not going to watch it.
I did. So I didn't want to watch it because, like, no, do not spoil it.
Okay.
So it was mixed reactions. People said it was good. Then I just wanted to see what they did, and they tried.
Yeah,
They tried.
I understand the emotions that comes with, you know,
Classic.
the emotions that actually come with that one. That don't touch it because the
Leave
classic,
'em.
leave it. Yeah.
And then the memories you
No.
already have. Don't come and spoil it for me, nah.
Yes, in my head. Like,